I have noticed that even those people who say that everything is already decided and we cannot do anything to change it, they also look before crossing the road. Sometimes I wonder, am I being as famous for my wheelchair and disability as I am for my discoveries? Life would be tragic. If it doesn't sound strange, it is fair to ask who created the universe. But if the answer is God, then the question becomes only who created God. Is God omnipotent? If he is, can he create a rock so heavy that it cannot be lifted? I would say I don't believe in God, but I'm afraid he can hear me. Every man should get married eventually. Happiness is not the only thing in life. Scientific discovery may not be better than, but the satisfaction lasts longer. If life is not funny, then it cannot be happy. That would be my advice to other disabled people. Focus on the things your disability doesn't prevent you from doing well, and don't regret the things it prevents you from doing. Don't be disabled in both spirit and body. I don't think the human race will survive the next 1,000 years unless we expand into space. The biggest enemy of man is not stupidity, but the illusion of being wise. Without any goal, your life is empty. It is the goal that gives meaning to your life. No matter how difficult life may seem, you can always do something and be successful. What I've learned from life is to make the most of what you've got. If you're always angry or complaining, people won't have time for you. I'm just a kid who never grew up. I still have these how and why ones. I keep asking questions, and sometimes I get answers. I am not afraid of death, but I am in no hurry to die. I have so much to do first. Once I cried because I had no shoes, then I met a man who had no feet. If time travel is possible, then where are the tourists from the future? They are a complete mystery. I believe that there is no such thing that is impossible, because things cannot make themselves impossible. We are an advanced race of monkeys living on a small planet on an average star, but we can understand the universe. This makes us something special. Whatever you do, make it your goal, just as I have made understanding the universe my goal. My goal is clear. It is to understand the universe completely. Why is it the way it is, and what is the reason for its existence? Quiet people have the loudest minds. The thing about smart people is that they seem crazy to stupid people. It's okay to make mistakes. Nothing is perfect, because with perfection we will not exist. It is very important for young people to maintain a sense of wonder and to ask why. I think the simplest explanation is that there is no God. No one created the universe, and no one directs our destiny. This leads me to a profound realization that perhaps there is no heaven and no afterlife. This is one life. We have to appreciate the grand design of the universe. And for that I am extremely grateful. I do not do any physical research to get awards and praise, but to do experiments and discover things that no one has known before gives me pleasure. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Aggression is the biggest enemy of every person. If change is wanted, then intelligence will have to be developed. It is only when one's hopes are completely gone that one truly understands the value of everything one has. We are in danger of destroying ourselves with our greed and stupidity. We will not be able to see ourselves existing on a smaller and increasingly polluted and overcrowded planet. I think there is no future for mankind. Even if we don't go to space, I will always be proud that I played an important role in exploring the universe. Many new discoveries have been made in the field of science, and people praise my contribution. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and without it life is incomplete. I have so much I want to do. I hate wasting time. I don't fear God, I fear His believers. There is nothing better than reading and gaining more and more knowledge. What is important is that we have the ability to create. The past is as uncertain as the future and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. If at first you do not succeed, try to manage. Disability should not become a hindrance to success. The development of AI as a whole could lead to the end of the human race. Once you understand it my way, it will be really easy to connect with me. No one can prove that God does not exist, but science makes God unnecessary. The laws of physics can explain the universe without the need for a creator. The laws of science do not distinguish between past and future. There is always a long way to go from solving a problem to actually getting the answer. Science can lift people out of poverty and disease, and that in turn can end social unrest because there is a law like gravity. The universe cannot and will create itself from nothing. People who brag about their IQ are losers. What was God doing before divine creation? I believe that things cannot make themselves impossible. One cannot predict the weather more than a few days ahead. I believe that the universe is governed by the laws of science. These rules may be made by God, but God does not intervene to break these rules. If you understand the universe, in a way you control it. There is no unique picture of reality. Why are we here? Where do we come from? Traditionally, these are questions of philosophy, but philosophy is dead. There is nothing bigger or older than the universe. Look up at the stars, not below your feet. Try to make sense of what you see and wonder what makes the universe exist. Be curious. Many people find the universe confusing. It's not. There was a time when time travel was considered scientific heresy, and I avoided talking about it lest I be labeled eccentric. I agree with those who have a terminal illness and are in extreme pain. They should have the right to end their lives, and those who help them should be protected from prosecution. We should do the most important work first. I don't want to write an autobiography because I would become public property without any privacy. I believe that our brain is like a computer that will stop working if its components fail. Theology is unnecessary. Science is not only a follower of logic, but can also be of romance and passion. Knowledge about the universe may confuse you, but it is my favorite subject. As long as there is life, there is hope. Knowledge is the greatest power that gives us the ability to understand anything. Imagination is more important than knowledge because knowledge is limited. I've learned that anything is possible if you have curiosity and discipline. I want people to realize that science can be not only logical but also emotional. Being smart doesn't mean you know the answers. It means you can ask the right questions. The biggest lesson in life is this: one should never waste time.